Football, you gotta love it. Football, you have to. You have to love it. It's one of the most unpredictable sport out there. Bodo Glimt knocked out Inter Milan out of the Champions League. To make it to the round of 16, Bodo Glimt from Norway. I'm sure many of you guys probably haven't heard of Bodo Glimt until recent. Inter Milan.
It's 1 o'clock.
They made it to the finals, the Champions League finals last year. Knocked out of the Champions League by Bodo Glimt. Who would have thought that? In all honesty though, this is the Champions League. And kudos to Bodo Glimt. Now, before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to basically ask you guys just to like the video, share if you want to, subscribe to the channel and comment. Now, Arsenal has 10 finals remaining. Not 9, not 8, 10. And it starts with Chelsea at the Emirates. Chelsea Football Club. This is final number 1. You know what? When I look back at it, I almost felt bad for Tottenham, given the situation that they're currently in. Almost. Because when your North London rivals are flirting with the prospect of relegation, it's hard to even banter properly. A team that was so busy trying to stop Arsenal title challenge, totally isolating their own predicament. But do I think they're going down? Nah. Do I want them to? Not really. Do I think they're a top team? Let's move on. Let's carry on. This weekend is about Arsenal versus Chelsea at the Emirates. And for Arsenal, this isn't just another London derby. This is final number 1. 10 league finals left. 10. And every single game carries a major significance. Every match from here on carries weight. No margin for emotional drops. No margin for sloppy draws in bad weather. No margin for we'll fix it next week. This is the stage where titles are either chased down or quietly surrendered. Now for one, Chelsea come into this one with something to prove. We haven't lost to them in a while. That matters. Remember the last game, English Premier League game, they went down 10 men. Clubs remember those things. And I'm sure they would love to be the team that dents Arsenal's title charge, especially with the table tightening and the narrative shifted. Especially with even Man United sitting 4th and the pressure around Champions League spots rising. Chelsea will want to win this one. Chelsea don't just want 3 points, to be honest. They want to disrupt. But here's the thing, the game is at the Emirates. And that changes the psychology of the game. With our fans chanting on, carrying our guys. When Arsenal play at home in the running, it's not just football, it's the atmosphere, the tempo, the territorial control. The Emirates under pressure has matured. The last few games, there was a little bit of pressure or tension, but this game against Tottenham, I'm sure it kind of restored a little bit of confidence. So it's no longer nervous energy, it's expectation. And I think this is where we see who's ready. This could be the moment where players like Eze truly stamp himself. This could be the kind of match where Gyökeres, if he finds rhythm, shifts from being a good signing to a difference maker. And what a difference that would be if now is the time when they start showing up on form. Because big players, to be honest, don't wait for perfect conditions. They emerge in tension. Chelsea, tactically, will try to disrupt the rhythm. They'll press early. They'll try to force transitional chaos. That's when they look dangerous, to be honest, when games become emotional instead of structured. And who wouldn't want to brag and say, hey, they're the ones who put a dent in Arsenal title challenge. But Arsenal cannot get dragged into all of that. We have to control the midfield, win the second balls, move Chelsea side to side, stretch them, make them defending phases. And the uncomfortable truth for them is Chelsea always seems to have a red card in them. They have a lot of young players, to be honest, a few that I really admire and I like. But maybe it's just immaturity, experience. And it's not because they're dirty, but because when frustration creeps in, discipline wavers, and Arsenal's movement forces decisions. Late tackles, tactical fouls, one mistimed challenge in a derby atmosphere, and suddenly the match, considerable tilts. But this cannot be a game Arsenal rely on luck for. No open for cards, no open for mistakes. We have to be clinical, composed, and relentless. Build on what we did at Tottenham. Because if we're serious about this title, and I believe we are, then beating Chelsea at home isn't dramatic. It's expected. This is about maturity, growth. Can Arsenal play with urgency without panic? Can we dominate without overextending? Can we smell when these teams are vulnerable and finish off the job? We're talking about 10 finals, and this one sets the emotional temperature for the rest. If Arsenal win this convincingly, trust me, belief spreads. The stadium grows louder. Rivals start calculating again. Chelsea will come to prove something. Arsenal need to show something. Because where football is more than a result, it's about moments like this. Moments of separation, of setting the record straight. A London derby, title race, the home crowd, 10 to go. This isn't just another 90. This is no ordinary 90. Thank you again, guys, for checking in. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. And as always, walk good, bless up, take care. I'm out.